So TNA Impact, huh? Yeah, so the show had been pretty good for a couple of weeks, you know? The WWE was sucking fucking cock in 2.2s. And, you know, TNA had a really good show going on for like about a month or so. They strippers, asses. You had a whole bunch of great matches, steel cage matches, blood. The show they had, the first show of the new year, was great show. Then last week, started fucking up. And this week they really fucked up! What a fucking horrible fucking show this was. Impact was a piece of garbage. Yeah, Impact, yeah, because you know what the Impact was? It was the impact of a whole bunch of shit hitting the fan and just getting thrown all around. By the time this show was over, my whole entire apartment was full of fucking shit. And I have TNA to thank for that. We start off with a promo with Jeff Hardy, Kaz, and Daniels. It's okay, you know, I'm really a big fan of Daniels. A lot of charisma coming from this man. I'm excited for their title match next week. But that's next week, motherfuckers. What's going on this week? So Kaz attacks him from behind. Storm comes out to make the save. We got ourselves a tag match. It's okay, but it's pretty forgettable. In all honesty, I mean, you know, nothing too great here. You know, it was just kind of plain, kind of bland. You know, we've seen better matches from all these guys. And, you know, it wasn't that much. Because tonight was all about the fucking wedding. So they didn't give a shit about the wrestling. You know, it didn't even really get that much time. Couldn't really progress to anything much. Then we get Gut Check, and it's Jay Bradley and Brian Cage. And for some reason, Jay Bradley, who was Ryan Braddock in WWE, who nobody fucking remembers, this fucking jobber, is getting a lot of crowd heat for some reason. I don't understand what it is, but I mean, perhaps TNA should take advantage of it. The promo he cut was, in all honesty, it was pretty good. He was pretty intense. He seemed like he had a little bit of character there. Nothing to get excited about, but there was, you know, a little something there. But, you know, the guys that they're hiring are just like, you know, do you really see this guy being anything great? He was getting a lot of crowd heat, and they, you know, they said that's the reason why they're pretty much like giving him the spot on the roster. But yeah, you know something with Gut Check? Where the fuck are the other Gut Check guys? The only guys from Gut Check you see are fucking Christian York. That's it. Where the fuck are the other guys? It's not like I give a shit about where the fuck they are because they all fucking suck. But I mean, like, what the fuck is the point of having Gut Check if all these guys just get shipped off to OVW and we don't hear from them ever again? I mean, shouldn't the point of them having Gut Check is because they're ready to wrestle on the Impact roster? I mean, the whole point of having this thing is so they wrestle, you know, on the Impact roster, not the fucking OVW roster. I mean, so maybe they should change the wording of it. I don't fucking know. So then we get a match, another match. It's Kenny King defeating Christian York. You know, pretty good match. I enjoyed the counters and everything, but it was so fucking short. And, you know, I don't know. This seems like it's going around in fucking circles. Why has neither man won the title from RVD? This is fucking ridiculous. RVD, a broken down shell of his former self. I know all the fucking fanboys cry their fucking eyes out when I say this, but RVD is slow as fucking the ring. He's not as good as he used to be. The man's, you know, and that's understandable because the guy's leg was almost fucking torn apart like 6 years ago. So I can understand that, you know, he's not gonna move as gracefully as he once did. So, you know, they should have fucking taken the title off of him at Genesis and given it to fucking Christian York already. Or they should have given it to Kenny King at Final Resolution. One of the fucking choices there would have been fine, but RVD is not capable of delivering quality matches anymore. And they fucking know that. You know, it's not even like the crowd is that crazy for RVD anymore. You know, of course, you know, with cheap shit, they still chant along with him when he does the pointing at himself, taunt, but that shit is, you know, expected. You know, it's like these guys could be stars, but they don't want them to branch out. Meanwhile, backstage, we're getting a lot of like shit with the wedding. Tommy Dreamer's there, spiked up. Oh, ooh, great jobbers backstage. You know, coming to visit, you know, Bully Ray, and it's just whatever. Bully Ray really wants Hogan to walk Brooke Hogan down the aisle, walk his daughter down the aisle. He's begging Sting. Sting's acting like a fucking weirdo like he usually does. And then after that shit, then Sting comes out to the ring. And it's time to waste 20 minutes of our time, motherfuckers, with fucking bull fucking shit. So Sting comes out and he cuts a whole promo. And the shit that just cracks me up is, oh, you know, some 20 minutes of promo time. You know, the fucking promo time here. Right? They didn't even dedicate this much time to the fucking main event for next week, the world title match, the match and the promo. They weren't even as long as this Sting promo. Sting, 20 minutes of him talking to Hogan. Woo! You gotta help me. You gotta walk her down the ring. Woo! I'm gonna try for this. I'm gonna do what's right for my daughter, brother. Let's shut the fuck up. This shit was fucking stupid as fucking shit. Who gives a fuck about that bitch of a daughter you got? That fucking cunt of a fucking ugly ass daughter you got there, Hogan. I mean, holy shit. Wasting this much time on a pointless, shitty angle with horrible fucking acting. You know something? This intensity type of acting from Bully Ray getting all serious the past couple of weeks, it's been fucking horrible. It's been fucking, you know, painstaking having to sit through that fucking bullshit. But the shows have been so good the past couple of weeks, I was tending to overlook it, and I kind of, you know, just, you know, glazed over it in my past reviews. But that shit's been fucking awful. This whole, and the thing is, this whole fucking show was amplified. That shit was all over the place. Fucking Sting kind promos, and that ain't even the main wedding segment. And we're doing fucking promos about the wedding. We got like, oh, brother, this is my show, brother. You got two old fucks. So just to show you how just fucking pathetic this is, back in, you know, 98 and 99, they were still fucking complaining about guys like Hogan and Sting taking up too much airtime from young talent. And now we've got them fucking 13 years, 14 years, 15 years later fucking doing the same shit, taking time from the rest of the great wrestlers that could be breakout stars. You got guys like Kenny King and Christian York. They looked like they were raring to go, like they could have had 10 more minutes out there. Probably could have delivered a 4-star match. The first match, they probably could have did a whole much more shit in that one. Instead, we've got two old fucks just wasting our time about some shitty, fake wedding. It's fake. It's fucking stupid. It's not important. Who gives a fuck about Bully Ray, some fucking WWE ECW reject, marrying some ugly bitch who failed at a pop singing career? I mean, it's fucking pointless, it's fucking stupid, and it needs to get the fuck off my goddamn fucking TV. Jesus Christ. Fucking sick of this shit. TNA can be good, but they don't want to be. I don't understand why. Then we get a match, it's Velvet defeating Gail Kim, and honestly, this was a pretty good women's match. You know, the knockouts are really doing a good job out there the past couple of weeks. Pretty good shit. Now, Velvet kind of botched the neck breaker a little bit that Gail was trying to give her. You know, so it, you know, it was a good match. Velvet wins. Yeah, pretty good. It's actually kind of sad. It was probably it was the longest match, and it was actually probably the best match in the night. The women had the best match. Go figure. And then we get Austin Aries and Bobby Roode. And, you know, honestly, I like their promo segment here, but I don't like what it led up to. It's basically going to lead up to them facing Chavo and Hernandez. I guess putting the tag title belts on Aries and Roode would be better than having Chavo and fucking Hernandez. You know, there was something here with, I guess it was kind of like a thing with CM Punk, you know, with Aries there, kind of like trying to play off of that, where he said that, you know, the company's being set back 10 years because he got champions like Chavo and RVD, which is very true. Former fucking WWE rejects from 10 fucking years ago being champs in this company. Shit's gotta stop. They gotta start putting the titles on the new people. I ain't got a problem with them putting the title on Jeff Hardy, because that guy can still go and he's still doing great. So I don't care about that. That's fine. But RVD, Chavo, that shit's gotta stop. That's the stuff that's not working in this company. That's the stuff that's gotta change. No more WWE fucking champions like this. You know, these guys, if they want to fucking wrestle, they should be doing it in a fucking high school gym away from fucking TV. They're fucking up TV with their fucking horrible ass feuds and matches. They're just taken away from the young talent. And, you know, so they're going to have a match probably next week or whatever, and I don't really care. Chavo, Hernandez, fucking just a shit tag team there. And then we get the big wedding, folks. I know you're excited about the big wedding. Oh, yeah, this is a great wedding right here. We're going to have a wedding on wrestling. Fuck this shit. Shitty, boring, just like, just a wedding, you know? And they took too much time with it. It was, like, really slow and dragged out like it's a real wedding or something. It's not. I mean, remember the one with Test and Stephanie with Triple H in there? That one was like fucking just like 5 minutes of the wedding portion before Triple H interjected in there, and they didn't waste that much time. That and it led up to a bigger payoff. This was Taz is like, "Is it me or is it getting hot in here?" And he takes off his jacket and he's in Aces and Eights. Who gives a fuck about Taz being in Aces and Eights? Seriously, Taz, who's fucking doubled his weight, that fat bastard sitting behind the fucking announce table, looking like a goddamn fucking blowfish. How much fucking I know we used to talk about Big Ziti all the time over on SmackDown back in the day. Taz had a cooking show. Remember that shit during the Attitude Era? Yeah, Attitude Era. I mentioned it again, motherfuckers. Taz talking about Big Ziti and shit all the time. This motherfucker's been eating Big Ziti probably every single fucking day. Eating a whole goddamn pan of it. You know? Fucking says his mom makes him Big Ziti every day back in the day. He's probably having his mom cook that shit for him every single fucking night, just devouring it. And look what he looks like a fucking whale right there. Fucking whale Taz. You know something? I think they should put the extra Z at the end of his name, like when he was in WWE, because, you know, he's more of the man he used to be. Put an extra Z at the end of his name. Should have like a bunch, like 10 fucking Z's, because he's 10 times the size of what he used to be. So who the fuck wants that fat fucking Aces and Eights? And then after, at the end, there's a beatdown and everything, and, it's alright, but, seeing like the groom bleeding and Hogan bleeding would have been better, but, the 1 week where blood would have really, up the ante here, they don't use the blood. I don't understand. It's all right. I guess it's kind of cool seeing Aces and Eights, crash the wedding and all that. But I was just burnt out by the end of the show, and I really didn't fucking care. Let me tell you something. Once that fucking Sting promo hit, this was me in my chair. I fucking had like my head like this, and I was like ready to fucking go to sleep. The Sting promo, like, at that point, I was like, I already knew that when I was gonna do this review, I was gonna say it sucked. I was like, what the fuck are they doing with Sting out there for fucking 20 minutes? Then waste another fucking half an hour. And look, got 50 minutes of wedding shit, and like another fucking, like, the half an hour of, other shit on the show. So, yeah, this show fucking sucked. Hopefully next week we get a really good world title match, and thank God the fucking waiting shit's over, so they can't bore us with this shit anymore. Hopefully they don't try to I think they're officially married even though they didn't finish up the vow. Who gives a fucking shit? Sucked. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, so I'm excited for Daniels and Jeff next week. You know, Jeff Hardy is going to go back to the WWE, like the rumors are saying. Dropping the belt to Daniels would be good. The guy deserves it. Final Resolution, he had a high, you know, a top quality match with AJ Styles. The guy's like 40 years old, but he's still doing better matches than a lot of the fucking 20-something-year-olds over in WWE. So yeah, you know, if you want to give the guy the belt, I'm okay with that. But yeah, so this fucking show just sucked. Hopefully, you know, they get back on their winning ways. You know, that's the problem with TNA. They have the potential to do good, but sometimes they don't want to. They don't want to go full force. I don't understand, like, how they could do a great, like, New Year's show, but then fuck up so badly, you know, these past 2 weeks. Yeah, so hopefully they get back on, you know, the right track. So yeah, there you go. Here's your fucking review. I hope you like it. Yeah.